No, how do I do that? All right, cool. I think I'm all situated. All right, cool. I'm going to put this in here. I think I want to check it out that way. We could do this over here too. Keep it like that. Yeah. About like that. All right. What's up? I think I want to put my glasses on so I could see. Just be out here enjoying whatnot. All right, cool. It is what it is. That's that. I'm back. Just got finished doing a little filming. Uh, yeah. Feel free if you want to join in on the chat with me. You can always just copy that down there for the invite. See where it goes. I'm going to be vibing out for a sec. Oh, man. Chardonnay, champagne. Back at it. What's up, Jay, man? How you doing? I see your recipes are out there. It's so much to just talk about. Like even on that front, man, I could just go on a whole tangent of my thoughts on that, but not on that per se of what you're doing, but just how just how do I want to say like companies use recipes and whatnot. Like I have a whole issue with myself though. Like I kind of battle that whole Dame Dash kind of mindset where it's like, oh man, you can mess up. You can mess up and be too independent, you know, and that's what I'm not trying to do. Like I do want to open up the space to be able to collaborate, you know. Uh, when are you doing it? Oh man, I like I'm still new. I'm still like an intro. I'm still like at an intro level of like this, you know, like once I get that accessory, then I gotta know what I'm doing. But that would be a pretty fly. That would be a pretty fly accessory just to have like yeah, and then pack the tobacco and then like oh man, that'd be so bomb. When I do that, I will let you know. I will post that I have it. Ooh, you just got a lot. You're over there. You got a lot going on in there, man. Mm. I mean, so are you saying like substitutions for like food allergies and pairings? Like hash that out real quick. Substitutions or what that mean? You are nah. You're not trying to catch up with me, man. I don't believe you. I don't believe that for 1 second. Yo, this is still one of my favorite cigars, man. Like Perderno Champagne 10-year anniversary. It's a classic, man. It's a classic. I really enjoy it. It's light. It's consistent. Does exactly what I wanted to do. It's not too much. It's nice. It's a nice one. All right, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got going on here. And that's where it gets pretty tricky, right? Just because there's no there's no there's no like evading those things because that's what preserves like even like naturally they're already on the grapes, they're already in the wine, they're already on food. Like that's the way that you preserve it, you know? So like the only way to not have it at least on food is if it's fresh and it's just right there. Like you did the hunting yourself, you know, you, you did all of that yourself and then you prepared that night for dinner. That's the only way to like really not have those things happen, you know, except for the wine. The wine is just going to happen just because that's a natural byproduct of the grapes trying to protect themselves. So they're just trying to preserve, you know. So it's no way you can just the sulfur thing is just going to happen. But you could just limit it just by, you know, the food at least, you know. If that's what you mean, if that's where we're getting at. Skis, what's up, my guy? I think Gio is gonna I think Gio's gonna give me a call in a bit. Because I know he has some exciting things going on. Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna show Gio a little bit whenever he hits me up on like what I've been working on and whatnot like that for the wine reviews. But I mean, for convenience, yeah, I'm using a lighter. You know, like it already. You know, it's just super efficient. You know, it's just right there, and it's just I don't like to have the wood matches. That's a whole nother thing with aesthetics for, of course, like video. You know, and then it takes a little bit longer as well. Like that's it's a little bit. It's just it's a whole different level. Like for social, no, but if I was able to move this conversation to like a private Zoom with just the community who are there just for this conversation and just for the vibe and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, then yeah, I have a lot more time to go through that process of using like wood matches and just like even more angles for different cameras and whatnot like that. So the level of production is totally different for using different accessories or certain accessories. Thank you, man, Jay. Thank you, man. Like I see your recipes and I'm like, yo, that's pretty fly. They're intense. They are labor intense. The like the preparation for the ones that you are publishing, they're labor intensive. And I like to use technology to even try to hack through some of those steps, but even still within yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. But let me show you what I got going on, Skis. It was funny because because Mark and I were always talking about UE Radio in those days. I shouldn't even have said the station name, but whatever. Yeah, we were just talking about that a couple of days ago and that experience. And man, like we did learn a lot from it. We did learn a lot from it, from that experience. And what I came down, what I ended up saying to him was just like, yo, we had it. The show was fly. Just didn't know how to market it myself. But then that's what that whole thing was supposed to be able to do. That whole engine behind us was supposed to be able to handle the marketing, and then we could add more marketing within how we did things. But it was so independent per show that it's just like you had to come with your own team. You just had to provide everything. You already had to be everything, and then that was just a space where they could benefit off of all the work that you've already done. Like they even had us trying to go out and get like sponsorship deals and advertisements to come. It's just like wait, it was just it just wasn't set up in the way that it could have maximized all of us and we all could have just like flourished from that and it would have flourished even more, but it just wasn't a nurturing uh business situation. But yeah, I know, and that part too, the paying part is crazy. It's like, well, we'll take $10 off if you get this $3,000 sponsorship or ad or endorsement. We'll take $10 off of the fee you had to pay. It's crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. But like, and I still don't believe my numbers were what they said my numbers were. No way. And I'm so like that's why I'm so like into numbers now with like production, like 'cause no, no, no. I need to know all of that because that's the important part. That's the important part. See, I wonder if Mark is on YouTube right now so he could jump in. I know he don't want to talk about that. I know he don't want to talk about that. Those days. I know he don't want to. Yo, not not only the latest music, like, but I was still even able to like fit it into the style that I was playing. So therefore, like I could put the artists that were current and localized onto like the house club music style of music that I was doing and make it more so like pop music or club pop music rather than what it was already categorized within whatever genre typical radio stations would have them in. So it's just like, yo, man, y'all playing with me. Y'all playing with me. Y'all playing with me. Y'all playing with me. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was fun. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. It was not fun. 'Cause I mean, like, I wish that, like, 'cause there's so much more, like, the parties could have done, you know, like, where they were gaslighting me. They were so gaslighting me, like, alright. I could even had, like, they could even have given me an opening slot, you know, for, like, an hour to DJ, like, a set, you know, but then they would just have me to come they would just try to get me to bring all of the college girls that I knew to the party and all that kind of stuff, but then it was empty. It was empty, so I'm looking crazy with whatever, man. Whatever, whatever. It was an experience for sure. I learned a lot from them. I learned a lot from them. But it helped me understand a different side of the music industry as far as satellite radio and whatnot. Yo, you did. I've learned so much watching your show and then watching like how you went about everything. Like you are actually a really great host. You know, like seriously. Like your personality, like you were able to keep up energy. You had all of like the drops going on, effects. Like I learned that from you, from just watching you and how you went about everything, man. And the genuine interviews that you had, the relationships that you did have with people, how that conversation went. It was it was fly. It was fly. And that's what showed me that hey, you can really do anything with this. But but with the right support, only with the right support. You need the machine behind you a little bit. It was and I know, but then you needed that 9 a.m. Like that's the morning, like that's like every like that's so like people want to start off their day with that kind of like energy. Like I surely can't do a morning show because I'm too like um chill and relaxed and casual and easy to talk to. It's kind of like monotone, where it's just like, all right, cool, no, that was mad dope. It was a great conversation, but people ain't trying to sit there and do that at those hours. Yeah, man. Yeah. I remember going to DocuCare, getting all the flyers printed for the show. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember like doing all like just nothing but putting out and not getting anything in return, you know, besides sitting there every week saying that my numbers are at zero. It's just like, that's crazy. It's like, well, help me out. You see, I'm investing, and if I knew, then I would have just back then I would have been able to turn that into a business and then have all of those as like tax write-offs, you know, for marketing. You know, then I could have done a lot more stuff because I at least been getting some recouping something back, but also establishing business credit for the brand. You know, like it's just so much more that I just know now that I wish that I wish that the OGs would have been able to like articulate and like really help develop to another level. You know, it like I'm sitting there trying to get sponsorships from Serato, you know, and then they need information that the suits who weren't wearing suits wouldn't offer. So it's just like, yo, how like it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It's like we could have had turntables and we could have had like turntables and scratch vinyl provided, you know, like we just had a lot of stuff. We could have just had a lot of stuff, at least from what I was doing on the back end for the company. It was too much for them, and then they didn't know what to do. They didn't expect the level of talent that they were going to get, I believe. Because like if they knew that you were going to that you were going to do what you did, like even Kurt and Miss P, like their show, you know, cool little pocket, you know, like it's just so much you could capitalize off of all the different like you had real big talent there. Like it's crazy. you was, man. Well, you were. I give you your flowers all the time, man. Like I really appreciated you as being one of my OGs for real. I really did. Like, and you actually took the time to sit there and talk and encourage, you know, because I got played every week. That shit was discouraging. Like I had to build up this. I had to build up the no man. Like I know I'm great. I had to build that up because like every week hearing how not great I was, you know, was just like it's just like, I can't believe that. I don't believe y'all, but y'all older than I am. I think or I thought that they were doing this longer than I was. I thought they knew what they were doing because of what they showed. So I'm listening to all these older people like I'm still a kid, you know, like I'm still a kid. Well, I was still a kid at that time. It's just like, yo, you do that to like a 17-year-old, 18-year-old that's trying to pursue something like so I was so happy that with that like that after that like I got shown mad love from I did get shown love from Cosmic Kev, but Q right before he was moving to Cali or LA, he's the one that was just telling me, just trying to get me to join up with Cosmic at the radio station. But at that time, also, I got in touch with Touch. I got in touch with Touch, and Touch really nurtured me, and he that it was such a different experience, and it was go ever since then, man. It was great. So I needed that because Touch became like a big brother to me, you know, like not only a mentor, like a big brother. So it was just different. It was just different. It was just different. I needed that. Yo, I appreciate that. Cause I don't even like. I wasn't even sure, man. Like, I was trying to put music in as like within the library. Just keep updating it. Just keep updating it. Updating it. You know, like even put in like Rich Quick. You know, into the music library, which is crazy because they were there, they were a part of it, and his music wasn't in the library where you know where we all could just pick out the playlist if if you weren't a DJ, you know, like you remember we had that computer, you was like, all right, I'll play this, I'll play like upload and all that kind of stuff, you know. Reed wouldn't let me, but when I was doing a engineer session for him and he had this real like we did this really great song together where he like poured out where it was one of those songs where that would have been a classic, you know, like not a commercial classic, but you would have been able to more humanize Reed and like because he got real personal, you know, like it was a great story. And I think because it was I think because it was really him and it wasn't the persona of the what the public know Reed as an artist, he ain't wanna go with it. And that's the first time when I was just like, yo, man, like, yo, you're oh snap. I like this version of you more than the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like what you put out there. Like this is the one that people need. I wish you'd and I don't know what happened with it. I don't know what he did with that record, but whatever. Whatever. Yo, I got so much trauma from the music industry, man. Like I learned a lot from it that helped me to be able to like move into any other like industry because they're all still the same or similar. But like the music industry, like I mean, food and beverage is the wild wild west too. It might be even wilder than the music industry, but music industry is just not for the faint of heart, man. Like all like man, it's just nothing but exploitation. Nothing but exploitation, man. But now it's more even more important to like like when you come across people like you know, to sit there and be like you have to have an eye for that. Like I wish I had the eye to ask you to be more involved in what it is that whatever that we were doing musically, or even like seriously, like I would have like asked you to become like my man. I should have asked you to become like my manager because I don't know, you know, like I didn't know anything, you know, but I think it would have just been dope because you're a real person and you're a real mentor and yeah 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 you're just great. You're just great. You're just great. But you have to have an eye for be able to build a good team around you. Because once I got to the labels, my team was changing all the time, and it's like, well, who are you? Who are you? That's why you know it's like, wait, what is this? Like this person's not handling the tours anymore. This person's not handling a record. Yada yada yada. It's just different. It's just musical chairs, man. So I appreciate you, and I'll always give you your flowers, man. For real. It's cool to be even. It's cool to be even to have a conversation like this with you right now. But I mean, I know in person the conversation would go be so mature. I know you're still going to get your jokes, and I can take jokes. I can take jokes now. Before I couldn't, but I would take them too. I would take them personal. I would take every joke, everything anybody ever said about me personal. But like now, I don't care about none of that because I've done a lot. But right now, I'm sitting on gold. I'm sitting on gold. I'm sitting on gold. It's the bounce back, and that's what legends. That's what legends are. They're able to fall down and get back up. And I definitely see you with your kids. Is that your clothing line? Your clothing apparel? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, all right. Well, nice. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, there like I can ask so many questions like that. I guess that should be for it. Oh, that would be cool. The like to do an interview, to do an interview with you for your clothing apparel, for you and your son's clothing apparel. Like that would be really cool. I'm going to smoke cigars and drink wine, and I mean, it could be a virtual conversation. But I feel like that, like, because you're somebody that really intrigues me, and you have the conversation with me of the questions that I would ask you. But I think they'll be really insightful and really inspirational, and I think that would be something really cool that we should do. I think that should be something that we should really do. Set out a time, set out a day, and like really get your messaging out there. Cause you know it's all love. It's all love. I'm gonna do whatever I can do, man. For real. Oh, I could just I could just mess. All right, so I'm gonna message you my number. That no, yeah, I'll just message you my number after this. Can I do it from my phone? so it doesn't cause like a yeah. All right, bet I just sent that over. I just sent that over. All right. All right, let's see. All right, bet. All right, so I was working on something earlier that I'm just going. Oh man, where's my man playing it? Because I wanted to show him, but I got the site together, so I'm gonna do that now. No, I'll wait for G. Be better. Walk him through it. Show it. All birds at one stone. So I'm just gonna vibe out. Now you got me wanting to hit up Mark. Let me hit up Mark. Let me hit up Mark. Oh man, that's gonna be funny. Be really nice to have like a conference call with you guys. I think that would be a fun little I think that would be a fun little powwow. See if he pops over. I don't know if you're still there, but if you're still here, yo, this is honestly like one of my favorite. See what Mark says. It's one of my favorite cigars. This is. Come on, man, don't kill my vibe. So this is by Perdermo. This is a 10-year anniversary champagne. It's really light bodied. It's just always consistent. Always get like this buttery, kind of like creamy, kind of like just say like almond, kind of like flavor profile. It's just nice. It's just nice. Nice and smooth. It doesn't get you too up there. It doesn't feel like nothing. It's just consistent. That's why I do like it a lot. I do like that's G. All right, bet. Um yeah. It's really solid. It's one yeah, I anytime I see it, I always usually grab it. It's around like $10. So it's just well crafted, you know. It's kind of mad versatile too. I can like pair a lot of stuff with it just because it doesn't because it's not too heavy or it's not too light. So it makes it really fun and versatile. But this is it's like social media and tobacco laws or their rules and regulations to tobacco are really interesting. I'm not having a hard time because yeah, because I'm not. But there it's really challenging to like kind of get things going off with like things of tobacco nature in the online world or online presence because they will trip you up. Honestly, I think it enhances the wine more than the wine enhances it. But then also it also depends on which kind of experience you're having. Like on a day like today, I wouldn't mind being on a porch, you know, while it's raining, having this, and I would probably do something. I would definitely do a different like style of Chardonnay. I would probably do something that costs a little bit. I mean, well, this was on clearance for like $8, but it's also like on its last leg of like, is it out? How much longer does it have before it's just totally just like, just pour it out. But something a little bit more fresher, I would be okay. Like if I had to say like a brand that anybody can just get anywhere, I would say I wouldn't be mad if I had this in a bottle of like Kendall Jackson, that popular flagship benchmark, one that you can find anywhere on like a day like this. I'm just on the porch, just chilling, really relaxing. More like that kind of vibe. As you can tell, like, cause I will keep puffing the cigar more than I'm drinking a glass of wine, right? As I'm drinking a glass of wine. What did he say about the link? What happened? On live, yes. I wonder why. No, everything's cool, man, on my end. And it still is always gonna be the same. It's always gonna be the same one. Oh, you got distracted. All right, cool. That's fine. Ooh, no. Yeah. All right. Yo, it's so wild because like I used to be I used to be real heavy into like video games and sports. And I don't have time for none of that anymore. Like I still gotta finish Zelda Breath of Wild Part 1. Ah, that's a tough question, Skis. That's a tough question. That's a tough question. What's up, my guy? It's been forever since I've seen you too. It's been forever. But I love what you're doing. I love, yo, you make me so hungry every time I see your post. But the best wine I've had so far. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So that changes things a little bit. Um, I'm ooh, that's tough too. But all right, I'm just gonna do it this way. This is one that I really appreciated a whole lot. It's great. It's from Spain. So Spain is having this whole like political rebellion kind of thing going where they're trying to follow or they're being forced to follow the laws of what everybody else is doing in the EU. But then within Spain, there's these winemakers, these producers that's that's saying, no, we're not doing that. We want to sit here and have these single vineyard wines because that wasn't a thing before within Spain. We want to be able to label single vineyard wines where it's like, all right, all of our stuff is coming from right here. Put on a label, yada yada yada. Anyway, I digress. So, so we have this rebellious like winemaker or producer, and it's around $50, and it has so much complexity of fresh flavors, but the perfect unison with an oak influence, and it's been sitting around for like 5 years or before it hits market. And geez, all right, it's easier to show you the label as well because I'm working on my new features with the software that I'm using. So I can show you as well as explain it as well. Hold on. But it covers it drinks it like you're paying $50 for it, and it drinks like a couple $100 worth of wine. And that's because like Spain already like the market share or yeah, the market share for wines from Spain, they get undervalued, because people are still in like, oh my goodness, if it's not from France or if it's not from Italy, it's a really good kind of thing, or if it's not from Napa, it's a really good. But there's a lot of great wines out there that we don't have to pay. We don't have to pay that much. Yeah. Okay, that changed. Nah, I'm thinking about taking another certification for wine. It's like I'm so over certifications. I don't even know what's the point in even doing them. Definitely in this day and age. But I'm thinking about doing another one. I don't know if it's for like validation. I don't know why, because you don't have to do the certs anymore. But I think I think companies still want you to have a certification just to prove that you know that you know your stuff. And all right. Why you do? That is. Oh, leave me alone. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Now we go. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Is it the 2019 vent? It don't. I guess it doesn't even matter which vintage. It doesn't matter which vintage. All right, cool. All right, bet. Here we go. Skis, hopefully you're still there. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Are they? Oh, they done? No. I think I put them in what? Right. Yeah, they're done. I would still just leave them in there though. I would turn it off and just still leave them in there though. Yeah, that's it. Uh, I guess I can get them. I'm just gonna drive down. All right. I guess I'll leave at 5. Okay. With. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. Hold on. My fault. My fault. My fault. All right. All right. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my screen and show you the exact bottle. That was fantastic. All right. There we go. So this bottle right here is fantastic. Oh, get out of here. It's on sale right now for 46. But yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic. And this is kind of like one of the best ones I've had. It's one of the best ones I've had. Like it covers all bases as far as just like, wait, is it still there? Hopefully not. Oh yeah. Covers all bases as far as like flavor, structure, like long finish. It's like great. It's like great. It's like great. And it can and you don't have to drink it instantly. Like you can hold on to that for I would say a couple decades. And it's only going to get better and better. And is that is a Tempranillo. Oh, did it stop? Seems like it stopped. All right, so let me get it back then. I hate when that happens. Ooh, was it still there? Did it pick right back up? I don't think so.